Today I want to talk about the women empowerment culture. What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Belle, and if it's your first time here, I would love for you to stick around, hit subscribe, join me in my little corner of the internet. This is a place where we can have fun, we can make random videos, or we can talk about things that are serious and really matter, and today it's one of those. I want to talk about women empowerment culture because I believe there's a better way. My entire life, especially in my late teenage years, I was told that in order to be pro-woman, I needed to feel comfortable with certain things. I needed to feel comfortable with showcasing my body in a certain way. I needed to have a certain kind of wall put up, and I needed to be the kind of woman who didn't need anyone or need anything. The older I got, the more I solidified my beliefs, my morals, and honestly learned how to really think for myself, the more I learned what a woman is. I believe women are beautiful. I believe women have value. I believe women are resilient. I believe women are warriors. I believe women are strong. I feel like everywhere I look, there's a false sense of women empowerment. And I almost feel like it's an unspoken, but like I'm not allowed to disagree with what's being said to me. Because if I do, then I'm anti-women. And I think the epitome of that is the hyper-sexualization of women, where the cause and the message is that because men hypersexualized women's bodies, the only way to fight that war is by us now taking our power back and doing it to ourselves and showcasing ourselves in the very way that they want us to be showcased. Women empowerment is no longer the suffragettes fighting for the right to vote and the right to be seen as an equal human. It is now just taking sex and using sex as power. And the logic flaw there is thinking that sex is power. Because in any healthy marriage, it is never used as leverage or as a means of power over someone else. That's just being selfish. And sex shouldn't be selfish the same way life shouldn't be selfish. True empowerment isn't about having power over anyone else, having power over someone else and even what they did to you. True empowerment is from within. It comes from knowing your value, comes from having a firm identity, knowing who you are, and you are empowered for a purpose. I think today's women empowerment movement is all about me. It's all about what I want, what I think, how I want others to perceive me, how I don't want others to perceive me. It's so me focused. But what if my strength came from my sacrifice? What if it came from how I serve others? What if it came from my love for other people? What if it didn't come from picking a fight, but it came from standing up for what is right? What if true empowerment came from me not being so focused on me and more focused on how I can better the world? And when I say world, I don't mean the millions of people out there. I literally mean our world, my circle, the people around me, the people who see me every day, the people that are actually having conversations with me. If my whole life is crawling under the banner of victimhood, of what others have said about me or others' perspectives on who I am, then I will never be able to stand up and be a hero. One of my favorite things is in Proverbs, when you read about wisdom, the Bible talks about wisdom as a woman. It refers to it as a she, because we're not just ditzy Disney princesses who sit around and just wear big poofy dresses. No, we are strong, smart, intellectual women. And I truly believe that God has equipped us as women to be an influence to the world around us, an influence in our friendships, an influence in our families, an influence in our marriage. A woman's voice has the power to move a nation. And I think it's time to take our true power back. The power in our beauty, the power of our influence. And I think there's a fine line that we have to walk here, because I think as a generation we've boiled self-confidence down to a post on Instagram that says, I love me, and now sits there to gather a bunch of comments from other people who are now affirming our love for ourselves. And I don't know, but I think that there's something there. But true confidence doesn't have to tell other people that they're confident. The same way that if I'm a genuinely nice person, I don't have to go around telling everyone that I'm a nice person. By how I act, by how I am, you will know that I'm nice. And it's the same thing with confidence. If I love myself and I'm confident, there's gonna be something about how I walk, how I talk, how I live that's going to naturally communicate that. And I don't need the affirmation from other people to tell me, oh yes, you are confident. Sometimes insecurity can mask itself in self-love, which is something kind of crazy. But we've all been there. We've all posted a photo before that says, I love me, but then deep down, we know that we want other people to affirm that, to tell us we're beautiful, and to affirm how we want to feel about ourselves. What if you posted a selfie and it got no likes and no comments? Like, truly, what if that happened? Would you still feel that sense of confidence? And I think we have to ask ourselves that, because that's the world we live in, where likes mean everything. Where if a photo doesn't get enough likes, it means the photo isn't good enough. It means I'm not good enough. And that's just not a healthy way of existing. And I don't know if anyone's told you this before, but you are allowed to disagree with what the world says should empower you. You're allowed to see the song that's #1 at the charts and says it's supposed to empower women, and look at that and say, oh, I don't feel empowered by it. I actually feel kind of grossed out, and I feel kind of embarrassed. I think deep down, we've all felt that before. We've all been somewhere, heard something, saw something that we were being told was supposed to make us feel empowered and beautiful, but in actuality, it was just kind of dirty and made us feel kind of gross. We're created to know and understand that we are more precious than jewels. You are more valuable than a diamond. Right around the time where Johan and I got engaged, before, while we were dating, I was thinking about, well, what is my engagement ring gonna look like? What is my diamond gonna be? And there was a part of me that felt almost bad. Like, wow, this guy is going to spend a lot of money on getting me a diamond. And I couldn't understand why I felt that way, why I almost felt like it was a burden to be gifted a diamond. And I remember reading that in Proverbs, I'm more precious than jewels. And having that perspective shift that I am worth way more than this stone. And that ring is just a symbol, representation of our love, and that I am worth more and that our love is worth more. And then I was like, put it on my finger. That's empowerment. The fact that I could allow myself to be loved. It wasn't about getting this man to go down on one knee in front of me, but that I knew that when I put this ring on my finger and one day said our wedding vows, that it was going to take us into a relationship where it's all about sacrifice, where it's all about how can I give myself to you while you give yourself to me. Empowerment is the ability to love, the ability to live life with a purpose that is so far beyond just me and just my bubble of what I want and my self-righteous opinions of everything. It's about listening to other people. It's about having a place in my heart for others. It's about sacrifice. It's about honor and outdoing ourselves and honoring one another. Outdoing ourselves and honoring our friends and honoring our relationships and honoring our leaders, our parents. True empowerment, I believe, enables you to not live life as a victim, not live life under what others have said or what others have placed on you or even what you have placed over yourself. Empowerment frees you to love others, to live beyond yourself, and naturally empower other women around you, other people around you. So I just wanted to let you know that Hollywood is not the place to look at for your self-worth and to define what empowerment is in your life. That your empowerment doesn't come from women being naked on stage or in a music video. Your empowerment can't come from that. It's faulty. It's built on no solid ground. It has to come from somewhere deeper. It has to come from how God sees you. And when we understand that we are daughters of a king, that we are princesses, and we aren't ditzy princesses. We are warrior princesses. That we can walk with our head high, that we can fight for the things we believe in. And through that, we are truly empowered. Understand that you are beautiful, that you are strong, you are resilient, you are a warrior, and that there's a purpose for your life that is so beyond you. And true empowerment is stepping into that. Thank you guys so much for watching that. There's a little piece of my heart and something that's been on my mind. And I want to do more videos like this where we talk about things that aren't just, makeup and aliens, even though I love makeup and aliens. And if you want to know more about this whole topic, I would encourage you to go and read Proverbs 31. Maybe you have read it, and maybe you've read it from the perspective of like, oh, this is a quiet woman. And I want you to read it from the perspective of like, oh, this is a boss lady. That's been huge for me, and I really believe that that could be huge for you. And down below, leave me a comment about what makes you feel empowered, what makes you feel like the best version of you. Make sure you like and subscribe. I post on this channel every Tuesday and every Friday, so I will see you in the next one. Deuce!